I like it. I love it. I want some more.
Good evening. It's 5:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. News. Clark County, Indiana. We had tornadoes touch down within the last 30 minutes. It covers part of Jeffersonville, Clarksville, I-265, the roundabout on Highway 62 between Charlestown and Jeff. Fire department's on en route. They closing the Sherman Minton Bridge to keep people from Louisville, Kentucky coming over from there, getting on I-65. So I want to let you all know about that. I don't know if it made it on the local news or not. I have to look on my cell phone. I heard a police siren go down I-65. They had a tornado touch down around Seymour, Indiana area at the county line, but I guess between Scott County and Jackson County or somewhere like that. And they got some damaged homes in Clark County, Indiana. So I want you to say prayers for those people in Clark County, Indiana. Maybe some in Floyd County. Semis was turned over on I-265, and the wind blew them over, no fault of their own. Any truck drivers that been in 18-wheelers, you know how it is when you got a good windstorm. But I think you people needs to know about it. I don't know if it's E1 or EF1 or EF2. They won't tell that until later. So we have to wait and see. I haven't seen anything on the news come across the screen. They said tornado warnings until 6 something. So this is time of the year for it, between March and April. Let's see what channel 40 WDRB has. Okay, you all been following the national news. About 2 years ago, they found a baby in a suitcase in Washington County, Indiana. And it says on WDRB channel, which is channel 41 in the local area, mother of boy found dead in a suitcase in southern Indiana tells the judge she's been tracked by Space Force. Space Force? She must be using that for insanity defense. It says the woman accused of killing her 5-year-old son and putting the body in a suitcase in southern Indiana made some bizarre comments to the judge today, include a claim she was under federal surveillance for nearly 2 years. Dejaune, Dejaune Anderson had been on the run, accused of killing her 5-year-old boy, Carol Jordan. Court records showed Anderson posts on social media a month before his death saying she was living with a let me spell it for you, DEMONIC child. And, that's on WDRB TV in Louisville, Kentucky. On March the 15th, Indiana State Police said Anderson was arrested in Arcata, California, outside of Los Angeles on a murder warrant. Her other charges include neglect of a dependent resulting in a death, obstruction of justice. She appeared in court the first time Tuesday, today, in Salem, Indiana, which is west of Scottsburg, Indiana. That was far from the tropical. Anderson gave an alias to the judge, said she wanted to represent herself, and said Space Force military details have been following her everywhere she goes. People, what does that tell you? She kind of thinks she's nuts because she killed a baby, 5 years old, a toddler, a few years ago. And it says, I've been under NSA surveillance for the past 8 months, and how can they qualify me as a fugitive on the run? When I also have detail from Spaceport that follow my every move. The hearing lasts 15 minutes. By the end of it, Matlock, not any kin to Ben Matlock, the TV lawyer, he's a judge in Washington County, Indiana, if you've been following it. Matlock was fed up with her annex. Said, I'm going to set your bond at no bond at this particular point. If Space Force can come forward and tell me that you willing to be monitored, we take up the issue of the bond later that time, Matlock says. That's what it says, people. Right there. You know, that's the local news. I know Salem's not local, but it's west of Scottsburg, Indiana. Cairo body, Cairo body, that's one, was found April the 16th of 2022 by a mushroom hunter in the woods near New Pekin, Indiana. Bless me. By June the 1st, with the help of the community, donation at the funeral was held in Salem. And then on October the 26th, months after Kara was found, police identified him and official charged Anderson. His mother was arrested, and another woman, Dawn Coleman, 41, of Shreveport, Shreve Port. She was sentenced to 30 years in prison. People, I know some of you been in prison. What happened when somebody kills a child? You know. So what happened? See, there's a tombstone right here that the people paid with donation and paid for the funeral. Court records show that Coleman was with Anderson the night Carol was killed. The probable cause affidavit states that the Coleman admitted to walking into the bedroom of the home where she witnessed Anderson laying on top of the child face down on the bed with his face in the mattress. She smuggled that young child. In a way, I wish it happened in Texas. They both would get the death penalty. Indiana, yep, that won't happen. But they get what's coming to them in prison. God will see to it. They killed one of his children. Okay, it says she asked her to help put Carol in a trash bag, then into the suitcase. Prosecutor says those two women then drove to the area outside of Pekin where they dumped the suitcase in the woods. This one makes me sick. I know what I like to do, but they classify that as terrorized threatening. But the crow will get him. You all know the crow, the movie of the crow. When they killed him and his girlfriend or wife, whatever it was, the crows brought him back to life. Okay, it says died from vomiting, diarrhea that led to dehydration. ISP said that's Indiana State Police. The toxicology report shows no foreign substance in his system. He had no significant internal injury, according to ISP Sergeant Carl Hales, Careyhuls. He was found clean and clothed, and no indications he was placed in the suitcase alive. Well, the mother, she's in Washington County Jail. I will bet 2-1 she's in solitary confinement. Women's worse than men in jails. It says investigators said the boy had died about a week or less before the mushroom hunter discovered his body. Below is the timeline of events of the internal weeks of the case. Okay, April the 16th, police said a man who was mushroom hunting found the body of the boy in a wood, secluded area in Washington County that evening, about 80 feet off the rural road near New Pekin, Indiana. You all can look at it on the map. And Washington County, as I said, is in Salem, Indiana. Okay, April the 17th, police released information in the case asking help to identify the child or his parents. April 18th, ISP, Indiana State Police, announced dedication tip line, which you all don't need that number but in case you got some information about the case, it's 1-888-437-6432. If you got any new information. Okay, I got a question for you YouTubers. What is the father of the child? I haven't heard nothing about the father. Okay. April the 19th, police released that the 5-year-old body was found inside a suitcase, hoping someone would recognize it. It's The suitcase was in good condition with Las Vegas logo wrapped around it. April the 24th, people living in New Pekin came together for a vigil to show their support, hoping and praying his case will be solved. May the 28th, police said the child died from electrolyte imbalance, most likely due to vomiting, diarrhea, leading to dehydration, police said. He was found clean clothes, and there was no indication that he was placed in the suitcase alive. Matlock is the judge in Washington County. I think he's also the judge in Jamie Knowles' case, the ex-sheriff of Clark County, Indiana. He asked someone from the public defender office to represent Anderson. She files a written request that believes she had the ability to comprehend and represent herself. They will reevaluate. Okay, Anderson is expected to be back in court in April. That is the news for the state of Indiana. I want you to say prayers for the people of Clark County, Indiana, and those 18-wheelers that got turned over by the tornado winds and I-265 and Highway 62 and the runabout, and the people that has damage to their houses in Clarksville and Jeff. You're going to get it. But there's nothing about what happened in Clark County a while ago. Okay, I got a notification. A suspect tornado started in eastern Jeffersonville and moved across the Ohio River until into Prospect and Goshen. And also, a extreme dangerous tornado touched down in Oldham County, emergency officials said. Also, tornado warning had been issued for portions of Jefferson, Oldham, Shelby, Henry counties in Kentucky. So I'm going to go up and see. Oh, Lordy. I want to show you this. This is this is in Oldham County. See, there's an 18-wheeler. I wish I could get that to focus a little bit better. It says WDRB weather from confirmed a tornado on the ground in Oldham County, Kentucky today. It says the suspect tornado started in eastern Jeffersonville, which is in Clark County, and moved across the Ohio River to Prospect and Goshen area. Okay, it says at least 2 semi-trucks were turned over in Jeffersonville on 265. Indiana State Police Sergeant Hales, H-U-L-S, Sergeant, said a multiple vehicles flip over from the high wind near the Lewis and Clark Bridge. If you all think back last month, I had a 18-wheeler that wrecked and was hanging over the bridge. According to LG&E Alex map, there were more than 13,000 customers without power at 5:45 p.m. p.m. Eastern Standard Daylight Time. About 36 of those are in Oldham County. So I kind of tell you the weather we got right now. And you all saw the picture I uploaded this afternoon that shows my swimming pool. Well, about an hour later, it started coming down in buckets. It's up a little bit. I want to thank you all that have subscribed to my YouTube channel. And some of you might not have any subscribers. You might be on over a year and don't have any subscribers. To let you know that God told me to subscribe to your channel. If you don't believe in God, that's okay. So I wasn't going to come live until Friday or Saturday, but maybe you all might have family that lives in Clark County, Indiana, or over in Kentucky. You might want to check on them. I want prayers to go out to those truck drivers. It's a funny feeling when you're going down the road in those big trucks and the truck's going back and forth. I know. I used to drive one. It got to the point my nerves couldn't take that traffic. That's how come I hate driving on I-65. It drives me up a wall, but knock on wood, I don't drink. Ain't that right, Kathy? Come here. Come on. Let's show the people. People, this is Kathy, the female cat. That's one of Margaret's second litter. Yeah. Say hi, everybody. My name is Kathy. I got a good master. Can you help my daddy out and help him get 1,000 subscribers or more? See, she's a cute. I keep wanting to say he, but it's a she. I only got one tomcat in here. That sucks. He's sleeping. But I wish I could drive down to Jeff and places like that to show you that damage. But tomorrow's payday and I got to pay bills. So I got to save my gas. Like I said, I want to thank you all who subscribe. I'm over 160. And I want to thank you all because I subscribe to your channel. It would help if you subscribe to my channel, but you don't have to. But it helps you by me subscribing to your channel. It helps you get more channels where you can move up the ladder. So, I'm trying to help you out. Oh, I ask you all to help me out. If you got any ideas what you want me to talk about, leave it in the comments. Like I say, I'm 70 plus years old, people. I need your help. I want to say hi to the DUI guy. He was on the air last night for maybe 5-10 minutes out by his office out there on 4th Street. Across the street, there's a laundromat. I thought I drove down 4th Street, but I only drove down where WAKY used to be on 4th Street. That was the old radio station. So, well, I do some live streaming tomorrow. Probably not. So, that's just an update. Make sure you all go to the DUI guy or the expert. He's the guy always wears sunglasses every time he's on the air. Wonder why he wears his sunglasses. Is the light too bright in his little studio area? I watched Megan Fox today. It's Megan Fox, the writer. You know, she's a reporter. I got questions for you all. You've been watching MG Law, the Umbrella Guy, all these others are talking what the hells. Oh, Lynette, Michelle Preston, and John Crook was on Zoom in the Ohio court. That was in January. Why haven't they released what happened to them in the Ohio court? I like to know. And Jeremy got talking today about the federal thing. I'm not no lawyer. And you look at Lionette and all their past deals in court, it's always handwritten. This was, I believe, was done by a lawyer, but the lawyer has to put his or her name, their bar association number. So something, you know, if you look at it, it's double spacing like a lawyer. Lynette Michelle Preston's not that smart. So some lawyer had to help her. Somebody's in trouble. And you look at John Cook paper to have it dismissed, and Lynette Michelle Preston, they're about the same, except a few words has changed. I say that paperwork was done illegally, but I'm not a judge. I'm not a lawyer. You know, she's breaking the law right now, getting donations, GoFund, and all this. She has to report that. You know, she's getting Social Security. She getting food stamps and all this. You have to report the income. You people that's on food stamps, you have to report any income you got coming in. I had a telephone call yesterday to get recertified. Do that once a year. You know, I tell them everything. I don't keep nothing here because it's federal. I'm expecting the feds to go after Miss Preston, Lynette, Michelle, and all this. And I look at her signatures on those reports at what the hell showed today, and the other people, they look like she's trying to change her handwriting. You can't change it. A good handwriting expert can tell you it's the same person. So, liar Preston, the turtle lady, you a dumb fool. You're going to jail. But I wish I knew what uh, Ohio court has done. Found you in contempt. You know, we have to wait and see. But man, that was in January. This is April the 2nd. You know, that should be, a judge should have made a ruling by now. But I know what the hell said Sunday, you know, people sharing his content. Well, if I remember right, Jeremy said last month when all this, or a month before, February or March, he says, share it, put it on your live stream, this and that. You're not breaking a copyright law when you gave people permission. That's in my book. Like I say, I'm not a lawyer, but I'm not smart enough to figure out how to bring it on my live stream because you gave everybody permission to share everything. Also, the police just report if you live in Clark County, Upper River Road, they got trees down. So be careful if you're in that area. So just be careful wherever you drive. And if you all remember back in 2016, 17, I believe it was on the national news where a tornado came through Henryville, Indiana, done the damage to some school buses, the Henryville High School, and stuff like that back there then. Let's see, you want channel 32, which is WLKY, which is channel 32 in Louisville, Kentucky, one of the local TV stations.
Winds associated with that, not picking up any rotation that would scream a tornado, but certainly enough of shearing going on, change in wind directions that's telling us there could be a strong straight line wind gust here in eastern Jefferson County, and this is pushing into western Shelby County. You folks in Simpsonville, near Ellis Park, the Fisherville area. That's where that strong wind gust could be located and where it's headed as well. That's the severe thunderstorm warning outline, and you can see everybody involved where winds could be rather gusty. And again, there could be still a little bit of small hail, but that hail core seems to have dropped off here quite a bit. All right, so the severe weather, as far as the number of warnings going on around the WLKY viewing area, it's kind of coming down here. We're getting into a bit of a lull, but we can't put our guard down, especially from the thunderstorm zone lining up close to the Ohio River and I-71. Points off to the south. We have to watch zones south of the metro extremely closely here over the next couple of hours, as again, this atmosphere is quite volatile. We still have some heating. We still have some instability to work with. We have a lot of wind energy, and as the cold front moves in, lifts that air, that'll get those thunderstorms popping, and then those storms could tap into that wind energy aloft. So that's what's happened thus far this afternoon, and that could happen again as you move farther off to the south. So we're certainly not out of the woods by any stretch of the imagination, and it looks like we'll be dealing with more scattered strong to severe storms up until about 8, 9 o'clock tonight. Again, farther off to the south and southeast of the metro area. Heavy rainfall, gusty winds though around the metro and points off to the east and also the northeast. Daniel, what do you have, sir? Jay, we're getting a lot of pictures, a lot of videos on Facebook. If you guys don't mind taking Storm Analyzer, we can just go through some of those Facebook messages and videos and pictures that people are sending in. We'll try to make it as big as
So
we can.
that's from your local WLKY TV about the thunderstorms, tornadoes in my area.
It was so loud, and Madison mentioned that in her live report as well. So many people in and around Jefferson County, Kentucky, Clark County, Indiana, into Floyd County, over into Oldham County, reporting loud noises and how loud the storm was. Here is a picture from in Crawford County from Stephanie. You can see right around a Marathon gas station. You can see part of a roof was blown off there. That's just one picture coming in. We're seeing a lot of damaged pictures and videos of balcony furniture being blown off. Some interesting.
So this is brought to you by WLKY TV.
Seeing a lot of pea-sized, quarter-sized hail, at least.
Oh, Charlestown, my stomping ground. So
getting some dark pictures, cloud pictures, right here from Beth, as she
the active tornado warning. Well, it's over with because it says 6:30 for Henry County in Kentucky until 6:30. Active warning for Jefferson, Oldham, Shelby, Henry County. More than 5,000 without power in Jefferson, Oldham County. Check power outage, Duke or LG&E. 6:06 p.m. Radar confirmed tornado touch on the ground near Newcastle, tracking quickly to the east. Okay, 5:47. Several reports of car turned over in Florida and Clark County on I-265 west of Old Salem. We can see two semis on their side.
We checked this shot out about 15 minutes ago. Visibility was down to almost zero.
So that gives you the weather output for this area. Just say prayers for those people that their vehicles turn over, those truck drivers on I-265. Also say prayers for those people who got their house damaged. You know, let's just do it for these people. It says here, tornado watch is issued for all a WLKY viewing area until 10 p.m. tonight. So
obviously very difficult. Earlier today, Jay, we had the Sherman-Mitten Bridge also shut down, so a really tricky day on the roads, despite the fact that it was quiet weather at the time we had that earlier accident on the Sherman-Mitten Bridge.
Hour by hour, when round two of severe weather will move through Louisville area. By 4 or 5 p.m., but you can, like I said, we live in the Ohio Valley. So I tell you about the weather today. I'll let you know about that lady that killed her 5-year-old son and put him in a suitcase. Space Force. Huh, ain't that a joke? She's trying to must think she's going to get off because she's crazy. Anybody who kills a 5-year-old child need to get the death penalty, but I don't think Indiana will have it. But I say she's in Washington County Jail in solitary confinement. That means she's locked down 23 out of the 24 hours, she had come up long enough to take her a shower, maybe watch TV. It depends what time she come out. Probably after lockdown, I would say, because her life, I say, is in danger. She won't come out until probably 10, 11 o'clock. I don't know what time in Washington County they lock down. So people, make sure you watch the DUI guy, Megan Fox, the writer, the Umbrella guys. Also, no matter this is April, people, ladies, it's not your fault that you getting abused by your mate. I hope in your city or state they got a group where you can go to. Make sure you report it. You know, like I told you a couple of videos back, down in Louisiana in Paris, where down there she had 11 men out of 12. One was a woman. I wouldn't bet 2 to 1 they threatened this one lady to convict her. I wouldn't bet 2 to 1 she was threatened. But she's out of prison now, 66 years old, for self-defense. You know, to me, the police in that city of Louisiana and Parish, they should be charged with murder too, because they came to the house that morning. She made a report. Maybe she was drunk and he was drunk, but they should arrest somebody because he was still being alive. So I want to say hi everybody, peace, aloha, and I want to thank you all that has joined my YouTube channel. I don't talk much, about stuff, but some of you people don't have that many subscribers. I subscribe to your channel. I want to help you out just like people helping me out. So I don't have nothing to talk about. Well, you can do a cooking show. Or if you live out on the farm, you can do about feeding your farm animals. If you got dog and cats, you can do videos on your animals. And one thing I want you people to do, because I do it, talk about your family medical history. You might got kids or might have future kids. They need to know the father and mother medical background. They want to know because they're going to inherit something from both of you. No matter if it's heart attack, strokes, high blood pressure, sugar problems, anything. They need to know that. You and your mate need to get up there and do a video somewhere. And also, if you was to pass away, your children and grandkids would come back and look what mommy or daddy or grandpa or grandma look like. That gives them memories. You know, that's how come you hear me talk about my medical history, what I know about it. I'm adopted. I know I lived past my father, uncles, and aunts on my father's side. They die between 60 and 65 years old of heart attack. Hey, Margaret. Margaret's playing with Blackie. What's Grandma Blackie doing? Your step grandmother. You're good, Margaret. You're a good mama. You're a good grandma. You need to teach her about how to be a good inside kitty cat and teach her how to fight. People, what would you do if you didn't have animals? You probably go bananas. But I hope everybody had a good Easter. You know, it could be better for me. So I picked me some meatloaf I got at a JC store in the box. I was gonna fix me some mashed potatoes. Nah, I don't like to do that. But I want to thank you. Like I said, go to the DUI guy. When he explains stuff about the cases that he does or about what the hell's this and that, he explained it where people is slow up here can understand it. And what was it, Sunday? Him and his girlfriend was on there. He mentioned my name. I forgot the comment I put in there. But she's a pretty good looking girl. I think she's going to law school, I believe. You know, she's from California. People say, why would you leave the California to come to Louisville, Kentucky? I tell you why, it's cheaper to live than what it is in California. Gasoline is cheaper. Houses is cheaper. You can take your house, like my house here in California, be worth up to $5 million with an acre and 2 bedrooms, which is classified as small, tiny home. It'd be worth about $5 million. You figure you people in California, if you sell your house and come to Indiana, you can buy you good piece of property. I say under $500,000 if you want that much property in the country. As you all know, my sugar doctor, Kamash, I guess is how you pronounce her name, or Kamish, something like that. She is going to get closer to home. She is from Louisville, Kentucky. And I told her, I said, talk to your husband about moving to either Scott County or Clark County. Because Louisville is a bad place to live. You know, everybody getting shot every day of the week. Okay. Her name is Kamal, Kamal. Last name is Palwasha. Polish? Kamal or something like that. And now I'm worrying about my diabetes. I tried to talk her out of doing that. She got my A1C where it's safe now. But without her there, that means I go to the family doctor. Uh-uh. I don't like that. I'm hoping Norton's hospital with Norton Healthcare get another diabetes doctor there. Maybe a female. Or offer her more money. Because all her patients was diabetes people. And like I said, I've talked to them when I went in there. So if it wasn't for her, the diabetes got better compared to a family doctor. So, so I'm going to make this short. One thing by listening to other YouTubers, you go to a movie, you're looking at least 2 hours. Anything over that, forget it. So I figure I keep around 50 to an hour. That way I won't bore you to death. Thank you all. So that's something to think about. Okay, ladies, keep fighting. It's not your fault. You're being abused. Come on, you senior citizens. Start your YouTube channel. Let's talk about how we live this long. What food did we eat? Did we drink alcohol? You know, what kind of jobs did we have? So, so ladies, let's keep fighting. Don't give up. But since nobody's joined my chat, that's okay. So I just let you up on the weather report, the tornadoes that came through Clark County and north of me up around Seymour. I think that's what Jennings County or I don't know, so whatever county it is. They had some damage up there. So I love you. I wish it'd play longer. People, if I can get 1,000 subscribers, 30 days, I get some music and I dance on YouTube if I don't have a heart attack doing it. So you all get me 1,000 subscribers in 30 days and I would dance as to your sweet ladies out there. So come on, ladies. Come on. So, okay. I shouldn't quit my daytime job. I can't sing unless I got alcohol in me. I could always sing better drunk than I could sober, but it's not worth my sugar going sky high and all that. So, as they say, pay attention. Pay attention, people. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe bell. I tell you, hit it again. That way you get all notifications, unless you see it when you hit the subscribe bell. I also want to let you know I have subscribed to a whole lot of people from other YouTube channels. They might not have any subscribers, but God tell me to help you all out. And God wants you all to help me out. Leaving your comments on subjects to talk about. I'll be live again either Friday or Saturday on StreamYard. But make sure you watch the DUI guy. I love that guy. No, I'm not funny. But he got good content. His girlfriend, they need to do more videos together. That's only my opinion, Mr. Foreman. And I know you using StreamYard, but I can't figure out how to paste and copy to get people to come on my screen like you and Megan Fox, the Umbrella guy, MG Law, and all your people. I'm not that smart up here. I got an old computer, probably still running Windows 6. I was 7 or 8, 9, somewhere in there. It's outdated, but I'm 70 years old, 70 plus years old on a fixed income between $800 to $900. And somebody recommend, what's it, Patreon? Patre, what? But I don't understand it because you got, when you bring that up, you got other people. Somebody need to explain it to me more. You know, do I click on them or do I pick a group that I want to be in? I forgot who told me about that. I slept since then. See, I people I can't remember. But it's time to get off of here. 57 minutes is long enough. So I want to say bye. Make sure you go to the DUI guy and subscribe to his channel. You'll love this guy, especially when his girlfriend gets on there. I think that helps his show out more. And watch the Umbrella guy. And your ladies that gets abused out there. You need to go to Umbrella guy. I think that's his field. He's some kind of therapist, but that's between you and him. So I want to say, I love you. God loves you. You all have a great Tuesday afternoon. Pray for the people in Clark County and Floyd County and over in Kentucky that had tornadoes touch down. And those truck drivers that was flipped over during the gust of wind from the tornado on I-265 in Clark and Floyd County about within an hour ago. So I love you. Okay, goodbye.